Our new favorite weeknight pasta meal. Start by preheating your oven to 400 degrees and adding 10 ounces of cherry tomatoes with half a cup of extra virgin olive oil into a 9x13 pan. Add 1 jar of drained sun-dried tomatoes. Mix everything up. And then you'll add 1 brick of the Boursin garlic herb cheese. You're going to make sure you want to coat that on both sides. I ended up adding cream cheese, half a block of cream cheese to it once it was in the oven. But you're going to salt and pepper to taste or to what your preference is, and make sure everything's coated again. Throw it in the oven for 35 minutes. Once that's in the oven baking, you'll want to cook your pasta to what it says on the box. I also added in some chicken strips. Once your pasta's done, pull it out of the oven. It's going to be bubbly. I went ahead and popped all of the cherry tomatoes that were still whole. And then once they were popped, I went ahead and started to mix everything, including the cheese. Here I'm adding a couple of cloves of chopped fresh garlic. And then once you add that, I added some basil and started to mix everything together. This was so good and such a favorite for everyone in our family. We are so excited to have this on a weekly rotation now. So as you start mixing everything, you can kind of see it starting to get thick and cheesy. I'm going to go ahead and add half a cup of the pasta water that the pasta cooked in. Mix that in, and that kind of helps break the cheese up a little bit and make it much creamier and easier to mix. Now I'm going to add our bow tie protein pasta into the pan and toss everything up and make sure all of the pasta is nice and evenly coated with the sauce and the tomatoes and the basil. I will say this pasta recipe is very flexible. You could do 24 ounces of fresh cherry tomatoes, or you could do 2 things of Boursin cheese. I just used what was on hand, and this came out super delicious. Now I'm going to add a little bit more of the fresh chopped basil. I think I used 1/4 to 1/3 of a cup of just chopped basil from my garden, and I got that all mixed in. I plated it up, and then I had some fresh grated Parmesan cheese. This is totally optional, but our family loves it. And then I sliced up some chicken breast, chicken strips, and that was it.